Hey everybody, you know what time it is. It's lunchtime with the Habit Master. I'm your host, Dr. Stephanie Aldrich, and I help people change their bad habits. When you change your habits, you change your life. Today is Friday, and what I thought we would do is take a step back from the good habits and bad habits and jump into the habit formula. If you want yourself a free copy so that you can learn how to change any habit, whether it's good or bad, there is a formula, and it's very, very simple to do. You don't even have to read the book. Just go to the exercises at the end of each chapter and follow them and answer them. It will change the course of your life. What we're going to talk about today is part of the habit formula, and it's the second part of it, which is chapter 3. So grab yourself a copy at thehabitformulabook.com. Chapter 3, and you hear a lot about this, it's on decision. And people throw decision around, the word decision around, quite easily. But I don't think people really realize that you can make decision as powerful or as weak as you want it to be. Decision is a word that kind of means you're fed up of your current situation, of the results that you're getting, of doing the same thing all the time. You might be bored. You might be sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? When you decide, you make a decision that you want to change something, all of a sudden you're putting your thoughts, your energy, your creativity out there for everyone to see that you've drawn the line in the sand, and you've made that decision that you want to change something. And the world better be ready, because something different is going to happen from you. Something different is going to be the result of things that you're doing in your life. And the world better take note. But decision can be something that can really change the course of your life, good and bad. You could make the decision to turn left when you should have turned right. And when you turned left, you got in a horrific accident, and maybe you killed your best friend. Maybe you can't walk, you're paralyzed. And if you would have made a different decision, which was turn right, your life would be different. So making a decision and then living with the consequences really is an important thing that we as humans can do. Think of the birds out there. They kind of have instincts built in that tells them, hey, I need to go build a nest. Weather's changing. We're going to have little babies in the springtime. The worms are over here after a cool winter storm or a spring storm. And, we need food to eat. The people that live in this house were kind enough to give us birdseed, and it's over there. That's like their automatic decision, and it's about survival. Well, we as humans, we have more of an intellect, so we can kind of decide to live more than just in our survival tactics, our instincts. And we can decide what our lives we want to have look like. How do we want our lives to look like? How do we want to spend our time, our energy, our money? We can make decisions on all of that. So do not take this episode lightly. This is an episode that if you today, on a Friday, can totally create a different result for yourself starting today, make a plan to do something different, either personally or professionally, just choose one. if you make that commitment and you make that decision today, you could totally change the course of your life. So you should be excited about this. Today is the day that you can change your life. And I'm going to show you how to do it today. It's so simple. The hard part about it is to be committed and to be full go into it. Okay? So let's talk about 4 things that go along with decision that will help you to propel your life into a different stratosphere. Okay? The first thing when you go to make a decision is you have to decide to cause something to happen. So be the cause. And what do I mean by that? So in my book, this little booklet called The 7 Laws of the Universe, you might think that, that's a bunch of hocus pocus, mumbo jumbo stuff. But the law of cause and effect really is a universal law. That if you know it and know how to use it, you can then start making decisions based upon it so that you can get the results that you want. Okay? You need to be the cause. So the law of cause and effect states that for every cause, there's an effect. And for every effect, there is a cause. So if you look at your life and you're like, okay, I'm looking at my bank account and there's no money in it. Well, that's the effect of a certain cause. You caused the money to go somewhere else, okay? And not necessarily in your bank account. You were spending it on stupid stuff, on junk. You were going out with your friends, although now it's kind of harder to do with the whole COVID thing, but you were spending it on boots instead of, keeping in the bank, waiting for some investment opportunities to happen. The decision to allow something to be an effect and not to actually control the cause, to be the cause, is a decision that you made. So you get the effect or the result by a certain action, thought, or behavior that you do. So another example, you're chubby, okay? You've put on pounds. During the shutdown, all you're eating is carbs and comfort food and not doing a lot of exercise. You weren't watching what you were eating and you put on a few pounds. That's the effect of not causing you to eat healthy foods. The effect of you being chubby has a cause to it. Because you're shoving your mouth full of carbs, you're not working things off, and guess what? You get fat. So, in order to make a different decision, and you want the result to be, I want to get back into shape, I want to be physically fit again, then you need to make a different decision. You need to cause your body to be in shape, which means you got to eat more green stuff, less carbs, less sugar, and exercise, put it into movement. So decisions that we make today can affect our lives in the future. And the whole thing about creating good habits that I write about in the Habit Formula book, again, you can grab yourself a free copy, go to thehabitformulabook.com, thehabitformulabook.com. It's free. You don't even have to read it. Just do the exercises. Every book that I've ever written has exercises at the end of each chapter because that's what the books are about. They're about action. They're not about just thought, just theory. They're actual practical exercises that can get you results if you actually do them. So why wouldn't you want to do them? Chapter 3 of the Habit Formula is on decision. And a decision, in order to make a decision, you have to decide, am I going to be the cause or am I going to be the effect? I don't want things to just happen to me. I don't want to look back on my life and say, yeah, I was good. My family was great, but they didn't allow me to follow my dreams. business was good, but I really wanted to do this and I didn't because the money was good where I was at. You're allowing others to decide for you. So you got to think about it. Do you want to be the kind of person that allows the world, other people, to control your life? Or do you want to be the type of person that controls their life? They control the people that are in it, the types of people that are in it, their environment, what they allow into their environment, positivity or negativity, doing and acting like the status quo, going along with peer pressure. Or are they thinking independently? Are they being selfish and thinking of their own future? I know for me, this is my life, and I choose to be selfish while helping others, though. You can be selfish for yourself, knowing that the actions that you take can help others because you have knowledge, you have certain talents that will benefit others and solve other people's problems. But in the same effect, you can focus your attention on yourself, on your health, your wealth, and your purpose. What is your purpose? You need to make a decision. Are you going to be the cause of that purpose? To help other people, to service other people with your products and services? To build strong relationships with people? Or are you going to allow whatever happens, happens? I can't get out of my neighborhood because nobody that I know in my family or my friends have ever gotten out of the neighborhood. That's an excuse. We went over excuses. I think it was Monday. Monday was excuses. So if you didn't watch that episode, go to iTunes or Spotify. You can listen to it on my podcast, or just scroll up, go to my page on Facebook or YouTube, and you can watch that. It's excuses. When you make a decision to be the cause and not the effect of your life, you're going to see a whole different ball game appear in front of you. You're in control. You're the coach of the team. You decide what players are on the field, how the game is played, and whether you win or you lose. You're in control. I know I'm in control. My clients want to be in control. My clients want to have the right habits. If you want some free training, my mentor and I, John Pyron, are having a free workshop next Friday, June 12th, and you can watch the replay if you can't join us live. A free workshop next Friday, June 12th, from 3 to 5 p.m. on building the right habits at the right time. And guess what? Now's the right time to build the right habits. I'm going to tell you what habits you need to build. John's going to talk about more business things and leads and sales and marketing and that. I'm going to talk more about how to build the habits and what you should be looking for to increase your health, wealth, and your purpose. So click on the link above, go on a PC or Mac, and register for next Friday's workshop because, it's going to be epic. We're also going to be starting an 8-week mentorship course that's going to help you pretty much in any area of your life get the results that you want to do. But guess what? Today's going to be your first decision. You want to improve your life? Click on the link above this description, in the description above this video, and register for that workshop. That's going to be your first decision today to improve your life, okay? The second thing that goes along with making decisions is you got to ignore today's results. So what do I mean by that? Well, you got the COVID carb thing going on. You gain, 15 pounds and you're like, holy crap. You know, my shorts aren't fitting. It's getting nicer weather. It's almost summertime everywhere. Oh my gosh, it's, you know, I'm getting chunky. Ignore those results, okay? If you want to make a decision to improve an area of your life, you got to focus your attention on the results you want, not the results you have now. When you do that, you then set your mind into almost like you have hope that you are going to be committed to getting that result, and you know that you have to do certain things to get it. You already know. Everybody knows how to get into shape. It's implementing those things from the knowing-doing gap that either give you the results or hold you where you are. So when you make a decision on improving an area of your life, don't worry about what today's results are, okay? You've already made a decision that you don't like those results, right? You've already made a decision that today sucks and I'm not going to deal with that. Tomorrow's going to look different. And to do that, you have to make a decision that you want different results and that you're going to do whatever it takes to get those results, okay? You want to go from here to there. And that requires decision. You got to draw the line in the sand. You got to say, fed up with this crap. You know, got a sales job. All I earn is, you know, $40,000 a year. I do the same thing every day. I'm flipping bored. I have to deal with the same stupid customers selling the same stupid products and services. Well, you can make a decision that you don't want to do the same thing every day. But you want to be the best salesperson in your organization. Or maybe you decide that that company is not fulfilling your dreams, that it's not helping you increase the opportunities in your life, more wealth, health, and purpose. So maybe you've decided that you need a different job. Now's a wonderful time to try to find a different job, especially if you've decided that you want different results and you're going to be the cause of things. So now's the time to increase your sales training. What's your game like? What about your follow-up skills? You know, people are hiring, but they're hiring good people. They're hiring people that can move their company to get the results that they want. They don't want slackers. Remember yesterday we talked about giving 100% or kind of whatever, slacking off. If you're somebody that wants something different, you've made the decision to be the cause and to control your life and to improve it, then that means you're going to take some time, some energy, and some money and develop the skill set that you need to develop to get a different job. You know, in the next 6 months, you're going to have a wonderful opportunity to show other companies what you have. But you got to have it first. Can't be doing the same thing that you're doing in this current company because you'll get the same results, and that company does not want you. They want something that's moving, shaking, and creating things. And if you can show them that you can move their product and services, you've made that decision to be the cause and to do something better, bigger, and faster, then, you know, now's the time to move. So don't worry about today's results. Make a decision that you're going to improve something in your life, no matter personally or professionally, doesn't matter, and go for it. Start putting into action whatever you decide. The third thing that goes along with making a decision is you got to give up something. So if you decided to go for a new job, right? What have you decided to do? Okay, I can't sleep in. The night before, I got to get all of my prospect calls, all their information ready to go. I got to have my pitch tight. I got to have, you know, whoever I have to follow up with ready to go. So that when I start work at 7 or 8 a.m., whatever time it is you start, that I'm already prepared. I have my plan of attack. And I go for it and I start working. What do I have to give up? Some time. Maybe I have to go to bed earlier. I got to write down my stuff the night before. Plan it out. Think about it. Have some quiet time where I can plan my attack for the next day. Which means I got to get up earlier. 2, I got to get other things ready to go. I got to get the kids. Maybe they're ready for school if we ever go back to school. You know, maybe I have to get my workout in. I got to take a shower, get ready. For women, it takes a little longer. Got to get our hair done, you know, do the makeup, all of that. How are you going to start your day? In order to do something different and get different results, you just got to give up something. And most of the time, it's something to do with a resource, either time, energy, or money. You got to give something up and bring it from this spot of your life to this spot in your life. Sometimes you do have to pay for a training course or a college course or a mentor to show you a new skill set that you're going to need. If you want to lose the COVID carbs and those pounds that you put on during the shutdown because you were eating terribly, maybe you need to hire a trainer to, even if it's virtually, to help get your fat butt back into shape and to plan out some nutritional meals for you so that you can cook and kind of hit it both ways, from the food aspect and from the exercise input-output aspect. But you got to give something up. You got to give money for the trainer. You also got to give up loafing time so you can concentrate on doing the exercises. You got to give money to buy the fresh produce and the organic stuff. You got to give it up. You got to give up the box processed stuff. Yes, it's yummy. Yes, it's good. I understand. I get into it once in a while too. But more times than not, I follow the keto diet and try to stick with it. And it's resulted great for me. I feel slim. I feel strong. And, you know, especially when you get in your 40s, things can start hurting. You can start becoming inflamed, more acidic, and your body starts breaking down. But if you're putting in the right stuff, then you can, you know, be the decision maker. You can be clear in your thoughts. You can be a cause of things. You can be energetic, and you can use your resources wisely. Maybe you need to give up certain people. Maybe there's, you know, you made a decision that you want to move to another city because there's job opportunities in another city, and your family says you're crazy, you've got a comfy job, what are you doing? You want different results. You know that there's opportunity for you to grow and to work on your wealth and your prosperity for you and your family. Maybe you need to cut out those people. Don't let them influence your decisions. Is it their life or is it your life? That's the decision that you need to make. You know, you can always call them and FaceTime them and Skype them and Zoom link them. But what's going to fulfill you? You got to give something up. You got to say, hey, I don't want to live like this anymore, and make your decision and be the cause. The fourth thing that has to do with decision making is you got to set a goal. What are your goals? This is straight out of the Habit Formula book, chapter 3, the end of the exercise. Let me see what it is. It tells you, list 5 goals you'd like to accomplish this next year. And again, they can be big or small. Okay, so you write your list down. And then what you do is you prioritize the 5 goals. Okay, so the 1 is the easiest and fastest for you to accomplish. What I want you to do is you find something easy, you know, like organize the garage, or, you know, pay off a credit card, or something where it's easy for you to do, and maybe you can get it quickly, Because once you start making these decisions to change and to improve your life, improve your finances, improve your health, once you start accomplishing that, you're going to find that other areas of your life that you want to improve too, it becomes easy and it becomes a habit where you're like, you know what, I'm going to get my crap together. I'm just going to start one thing at a time. You can accomplish all of it. You can accomplish any of it. Depends what decision you make and if you're committed or not. Are you going to cause it to happen? Then there's certain things that you have to do. You have to set a goal. You have to make a plan. You want to pay off credit card debt? Well, there's two ways to do it. One is you pay the highest interest rate first. Or second way is you can pay the smallest, the one with the smallest amount on it first, and then take that amount and put it, on the next card. Personally, for me, I usually don't care about the interest rate. If I have a loan or a credit card, debt that I need to work on, I always just take the smallest amount first. To me, I like getting that paid off, and then that's easy, it's out of the way, and then I'm on to the next thing. And it just seems to work out. And what you do also is stop paying monthly on it. Pay weekly. Most of us bank online. You can set up your online banking portal to take a certain amount of money out of your checking account each and every week and put it on your loan, put it on your house payment, put it on your credit card. And you're going to see that it's going to take off that interest because that principal amount is going to come down faster, and the interest is what's calculated onto the principal. So if the principal is coming down faster because you're making more payments weekly instead of monthly, you're going to see a bigger change. It's going to come faster and easier than you ever thought possible. But you got to have a plan. And I also talk about this in the Habit Formula book. Go to thehabitformulabook.com, grab yourself a free copy. So, in order to create a good habit, the second step that you have to do is actually make a decision that you are going to start. Here are 4 things that go along with making a good decision. One is you actually have to be the cause of something. You have to make something happen. Physically, emotionally, thought-provoking, however you're going to do it, whatever the result is, you actually have to have a decision that you're going to be the cause, not the effect. You don't want it to allow it to happen to you. You want it to make it happen. Make it. Be the cause. Number 2, ignore today's results. You don't want all the negativity. You don't want, you failed 5 times and you're in the same spot. Well, that doesn't mean that the 6th time you're not going to succeed. So don't worry about what's happening today. You've already made a decision that you want to improve something. You want to change something. Don't worry about what's happening today. Work towards what the results are in the future. Number 3, you got to give up something. You got to give up money, time, energy. You might have to give up people. You might have to give up your environment. Being lazy, negativity. You have to give up something that's causing your results now so that you can inject something new for the results that you want. You got to give up something. You got to go to bed earlier. You got to plan some stuff. You got to be prepared so that when it's time to go and to be the cause, that you know what's going on and you give it your all. Remember 100% yesterday's episode, 100%. You got to be trying 100% all the time. When you make that decision, you'll get the results. The 4th thing that has to do with decision is, do you have a goal? Do you even know what you've decided? Do you even have a plan that you can get those results? If you don't, you need to start writing stuff down, and you need to do it every day. If you want to grab a planner, go to thehabitmaster.com. I made up a planner that I use every day. It's called the Habit Rules Planner. I think it's $11. You can print it out. You can print out 1 page a day. Not only does it set you, it prioritizes your goals. It helps you to plan out what activities every day you're going to work towards accomplishing your goals. It also throws accountability in there. Did you do it? If not, why? And also your big purpose. Why do you want this goal? What's the big why? That creates the fuel and the motivation for you. If the why's not big enough, your decision could be there, but your commitment will soon fade. And then the decision that you wanted to change will just fade into the wind. So make sure that if you guys want to create a different life, you got to create new and better habits. Your daily routines, the way you think about things and the way you behave and action taking has to be different. If you want different results, you've got to take different actions and you got to think differently. So make sure you go over these things. And today's Friday. Make a decision today that you're going to change. You can do it today, even though it's Friday. Today's a great day because you can start working on it right now. You're going to be done with work here in a few hours. Make a decision that you're going to start changing your family's lives and your own life. And you'll see that other people will be on board too. So make sure, if you want to know the right habits at the right time, click on the link above this description of the video and join myself and my mentor and friend John Pyron for our workshop next Friday, June 12th from 3 to 5 p.m. So that's it for me. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Start making decisions and taking action. Thanks for watching, and let's build good habits together.
Have you been quarantined? Did you lose your job or close down your business and are desperate for money? What have you been doing with your time? Stop. You're better than that. It's time to kick it into high gear and take some action. But how? There's only 2 things to do right now. Number 1 is survive, and number 2, be recession proof. The fact is, this will happen again. Maybe not the same way, maybe not in the same extent, but everyone will experience hard times at some point. The best thing to do? Be ready. Go to thehabitmaster.com and grab a copy of the Recession Survival Guide. In it, you'll find out how to 1, survive, and 2, be recession proof for the next time. It's only $27, but its value is worth thousands and thousands of dollars. Do you want this again? Then start doing something about it. Go to thehabitmaster.com and grab the Recession Survival Kit right now.